Hello, everyone. Welcome
Hello.
to week 4, I think 5 now, of UGL Gaming
week
League.
5.
So we're going to have a few more matches today. So I'm David. I'm with Jean-Benoit again.
Yeah.
A few interesting matches today. So as our little
very
expert
nice
on
to be
the
here.
different groups, how's it going so far? It's coming to an end. I'm understanding like...
Well, there's more and more people that you could say are qualified for a round of 8, but there's still, uncertainty on some parts. So you'll see. Well, of course, like the results would be best described after those matches to make sure we don't spoil anything. But there's definitely going to be close games in the next week, especially like close qualifiers, especially in Group 2 and Group 4.
All right, that's going to be interesting. So without no further notice, I guess we're going to start very soon.
Yes,
so we're
because
going to
we have
be
a lot of
casting
games.
3 games today.
Yep.
Of different matchups. So as usual, as soon as our little tech guy is ready, we're going to start a game, which is right now. So first game is going to be Ryder versus Liquid. So
From Group 1.
From Group 1. So in the bottom right corner, we have as the red Zerg, Ryder.
Yeah, Ryder versus... Why is this Ryder? Wait,
And then
and in the top left, it's gonna be Liquid.
the pink Protoss. So yeah, 2 players that's still fighting for a position inside the group. So we're gonna start right now this game. We can see like Protoss moving out with his probe, going to scout. Nothing fancy all so far. There's the Zerg still not expanding. He's making his little pool first. We can see. So, welcome back.
Hey, and yeah, sorry about this. We had a bit of technical difficulties here, but yeah, I see an early pull from Zerg. Was that an 8 pull?
Yes, actually it was. As you can see, it's still a very, very early pull from Ryder, who intends to go very aggressive, as we can see.
Yeah.
Liquid defending so far. Well, making a wall so far.
Well,
so it might
Liquid
be.
has scouted this. Like usually, this is a counter against Forge Expand. You want to go in, kill the Forge, and make some damage. But now that it's been scouted, it's gonna be very hard to be able to do damage to the player Liquid here. And what is Ryder gonna choose to do with his minerals? He's making a queen, and he's probably gonna go for his hatchery behind this because, well, you can't really go all the way with this. Well, not all in, but this very aggressive opening.
Especially once you've already been scouted.
Exactly.
That said, we can notice that Liquid is still not closed his walls, building pylons at different spots. So the Forge is still not blocking. I guess we're going to see cannons to try and wall everything. But we never know what's up. I mean, a few Zergling fast enough could sneak in. That said, we have Ryder going for hatchery and still no Zergling. So maybe not that aggressive after all.
Yep, and the hatchery should come soon here, coming from our Zerg player. Meanwhile, Liquid is still scouting and placing a proxy pylon. But tell me, is this in range of the vision of the tower?
I don't think it is. No, the tower is far, but it's not that far. There's still a space. Actually, the tower don't see. They see the ramps of the third base, or at least one of the possible third base locations, but they don't actually see above the ramps. So that pylon is safe, still hidden. We have Roach Warren going up for Ryder, so definitely not very fast all-in. Was more likely scared of an early attack and wanted to be able to build Zergling fast, which is not very common against Protoss, but can defend itself.
Yeah, but Ryder here still, kind of has the advantage on the mind game side because Liquid has not went to scout that. Ryder did not expand. Of course, when you scout an early pull like this and no lings go into your base, you're expecting your opponent to maybe double expand and answer, to somehow like go for a very heavily on the macro. But that's not what Ryder is doing right now. He's going for a Roach Rush.
Well, I'm pretty sure Liquid is a little confused right now because, like, he made his defense, he put his zealots, made the cannon, he's building pylons all over his main to make sure he sees, like, some sneaky attack trying to sneak by from another direction. But like both players still going only one base and full macro so far.
Yeah.
Well, on one base.
Yeah, and it looks like Ryder has managed to make the right amount of overlords before the roaches start to be making. So we're gonna have 5 and maybe 6 roaches making here for a Zerg player.
That actually can hurt a lot, considering Protoss has only one gateway up and is building one zealots and only one cannon. If the roaches actually make their way to the enemy base, it's gonna be hard. And
like, are they gonna be scouted? It looks like their path is clear to the enemy base.
They have already researched Burrow too, so they cannot sneak in because of the cannons. But still, with the healing capabilities of the roaches, that could maybe help.
And
a
as
Zerg
long
player.
as you get the cannon, like the healing would be good for Zerg. But looks like those roaches are slowly gonna creep their way up on this map.
So I'm sorry to interrupt you, but there's a dark shrine going up for Liquid. That's gonna be very interesting because there is no lair tech for Zerg, so no detection at all.
Yeah,
that
when you're
said,
doing one base.
the roaches could deal a lot of damage if they arrive before the DT are in.
And of course, they are going to arrive very early.
But
there we go.
The probe goes down, the pylon will go down instantly.
Yeah.
Now the question is, can the cannon and the 2 Stalkers deal damage?
And what he should go is for the cannon right now, but he's not,
hesitation of Zerg that hurts. He's gonna heal the roaches, which is a nice idea. But with the Mothership Core, now a few more Stalkers on the way.
Yeah.
Once the DTs are out, not much they can do. That said, that Mothership Core is where the roaches.
Yeah.
They left.
But right now the clock is ticking. Time is going by, and 5 more roaches are on their way. But he has to make damage before the DTs are released on the map because he has no detection. The lair is making.
So the detection will be there in time for the DTs at the main, but they might not be able to help the roaches. And if DTs start slaughtering those roaches, it's over. That said, Ryder is expanding, which I believe is the right play. We have 2 DTs. No, it's not. Is it the DT moving on? Yes, we have 2 DTs actually moving inside the main.
Yeah.
And
meanwhile,
I was wrong. That the lair is not actually finished.
Yeah, and meanwhile, the roaches were probably set up there as a trap, expecting the Protoss to go down the ramp and cutting units of guard, but this won't happen. Like, there's going to be 5 roaches at the front, but like the only base of the Zerg player here is going to die very fast.
The DTs are trying to snipe the Queen, which is a good kill. Now going for a few probes. They cannot stop the lair from going. That burrow was actually very good. I mean, it's gonna delay production, but like now that the layer is finished, we see the Overseer coming right up, and those DTs will die. And since there's 2 more DTs, it's starting to be very all-in-ish for Protoss, and there's so many roaches at the main. If they kill the DTs at his base and then send all the roaches in with detection, this could hurt.
But meanwhile, Liquid seems to should have enough defense at his base against the roaches, but it looks like he's throwing 1k minerals. So he could be, he could actually suffer damage from those roaches if microed correctly. But the roaches are at the entrance of the Protoss. Like, what's the defense
killing
during
all
that
the
time?
DTs.
Yeah, the Zerglings are done cleaning up now. There's 1 more DT here in this area, but the defense from Protoss here, what does he see? He knows now that the roaches are there. He has 3 Stalkers, 1 Zealot, 1 Cannon.
Mothership Core is gonna try to make a little damage, but that will only warn the Zerg of what's up. Allowing the roaches to actually move away, knows there's a detection, therefore there is a robotic facility up. Like, he's sacrificing 1 roach. No, not even. Decides to move it away.
It's gonna take a very long time for a Mothership Core to be able to kill a roach.
That said, we have Zerg now in 2 bays, finally, and the DTs didn't pan out.
Yeah, and it looks like Ryder here playing tricky up his sleeve. He's not going for drones. He's making a Spire. What a crazy game.
And there's a lot of units there. I mean, what we see from Protoss, it's a 1 base, but there's like, what, 3, 4 Stalkers? The Immortal, however, could do a lot of damage. We see Liquid reacting properly now, seeing the huge army of his enemies and the fact that he can actually kill it. Except at his main, he needs units.
Yeah,
so
and maybe, like, is there an Overseer at the moment with the army? Maybe the DT. Oh, yeah, the Overseer has been brought to the army. The DT could do damage maybe in the main base of of Ryder here.
He could, but technically, if I was Liquid, I would not send under DT there. You know your opponents have detection. You know your opponents have an army, and the DT is just going to fall, and so is going to the probe.
Leaving, causing a face palm here from our tech guy. So yeah, it seems like the pylon is going to be cleared and the Protoss presence on the map is going to be, well, prevented for now. Although with that Immortal, the expansion of Liquid is going to be assured.
That said, the Zergling don't have speed, so they can't surround the Stalkers and kill the Immortal very easily. And there's a lot of Immortals, so might be the Mutalisk that I'm expect to see from Rider might not deal as much damage as they could. That said, depending on how it's their micro, they could slaughter all the probes, and this could actually be a game-changing event. We have the Protoss actually expanding too, so it's going to bring the game more evenly, especially since the Zerg base is not very, very well filled with workers.
And there we go. The choice has been made. It's going to be 9 Mutas for Ryder, so he's hoping to do a lot of damage. Maybe, you know, use a diversion at the front, attack at the front, and then damage the mineral line at the back. But we're going to see what he does with those Mutas. They have to keep secret right now.
And they have +1 on the way for the Mutas, but they will arrive way before +1 is finished, so unless he waits beside the base, which I don't expect he will.
No, he has to do damage at this moment, really.
And you are right. I mean, the Zerg army is a little bigger than the Protoss army.
Yeah.
And it could actually deal a lot of damage. If the Mutalisk, well, they seem to be wanting to go with the main army. But
usually you don't attack the front with Mutas, but this could work, actually. There's
a few cannons and a lot of Stalkers.
So we didn't see the macro from Protoss in the background, but now there's 3 Immortals, so that's enough to hold.
That said, 2 Immortals are not going to help against Mutalisk, and those Mutalisk are going to take
so the first
Stalkers down or retreat.
Again here from Ryder, so going in, going back, and this is going to...
But this is mirroring the army, and the front could be pulled with everything, but... The Mutalisk moving back and forth, not sure what to do, and just getting killed.
Mutalisk getting killed.
Yeah.
So
Roaches and Lings killing the cannons, which is actually gonna allow the Mutalisk to harass and the army to just move in and out.
Yeah, but now that the army gets back, he's not gonna be able to kill this. There's 4 Immortals. It's gonna be a massacre.
Well, I guess with the detection and like the Mutas getting killed, this turned out to be very much at the advantage of the Protoss. I mean, the Mutalisk didn't do the damage they needed to do. And now, well, 74 to 54 army supplies. I mean...
Yeah, this hesitation has cost Ryder a big army and may have cost him the game.
+1 for Mutalisk is about to finish, but there are no more Mutalisks left on the map. Protoss moving out. I mean, I don't think Zerg has anything that can stop this army anymore. With all those Immortals, those Roaches won't stand much of a chance. And, well, Lings don't have speed, and, well, 8 Mutalisk won't be enough against this many Stalkers.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very hard to hold. He's trying to lay them for a trap, but there's an observer with the army here, so they're going to be detected and immediately completely decimated. And this, I believe, should be a game
turning point. Yes, we can see the Queens falling, the Immortals, like Mutalisk pops out, but with this many Stalkers, it's not enough.
Still enough Stalkers.
And like the expansion falls, which pretty much settles everything. We should see a GG very soon. The workers are dying, the Mutalisks are dying, the Immortals are killing everything that's left.
And it was well fought here from Ryder, but it looks like in the end, Liquid will manage to take the game. So yeah, there we go.
Yeah, this was a pretty good game for Liquid. Very nice defense. He thought there was going to be an all-in. It didn't come straight away, so he was a little confused, but he handled it nicely, made his defense at the right spots. I mean, the Mutas could have dealt a lot more damage if they had moved around and like surprised everyone. But there was a little hesitation on the side of not Liquid, sorry,
Ryder.
On the side of Ryder, and I believe that's what settled the game.
Yeah, indeed, and it looks like it's going to be... And so, since we can only cast 1 game from each matchup, this matchup ended 2-0 in the favor of Liquid here. So,
Liquid still in the game for a place inside the top of Group 1.
Yeah, although we could have an update on that at the end of the cast here.
That is correct, because there are a few more games that needs to be casted.
Okay.